In this video, I'm going to be taking you on a road test of the XRF steering kit with my dual stabilizer setup. Let's get into it. Okay, so I finished the road test, and really what I look for whenever I do any kind of mods to my steering is, did what I changed improve the handling of my vehicle? And the way I measure that is, was I able to reduce the amount of input I have to give the vehicle for it to go straight or to hold a line around a corner or whatever? And so after installing this kit, the difference was huge. Now, it's interesting because I think the Apex kit I had on before was really tight when I first installed it, right? I'm not knocking the quality of their joints. That kit lasted 120,000 miles before it started to get some slop in it. But I think it's remarkable that that kit costs $1,200 to $1,300, and this kit retails for like $500. And the feeling is the same. Now, obviously, this is a first impressions video. We're going to see after, 50 to 100,000 miles, I'm just going to keep kind of doing updates at 50,000 mile intervals, how well the kit is still behaving and, how durable the joints are. Obviously, XRF has a 1,000,000-mile manufacturer defect warranty, which is really impressive. But, it's going to be interesting to see how the kit performs versus like the Synergy steering or the Apex kit, which are double the price and purport to have like a lifetime warranty. But as we've seen with my kit that I spent, $1,300 on, you're still eventually going to get wear in the joints because these are heavy duty trucks and I don't think there's really any silver bullet. So that is kind of what I'm looking at. So with that out of the way, initial impressions of this kit, it is very tight. It feels just as tight as the Apex kit that is twice the cost. I did add that upper steering stabilizer, so that is, an extra $200, $250. And that also helps tighten that steering feel. I love the way the setup feels. I found that with just a stabilizer on the drag link and just a stabilizer on the tie rod, if you only have one, you still get quite a bit of steering wheel feedback when you go over bumps in the road. Having a stabilizer on each steering linkage virtually eliminates that. It is insane how much control you get from adding that. Now, again, the stabilizers aren't any sort of substitute for loose joints in your steering linkage, loose ball joints, and caster that is off, right? If your caster's off, no amount of steering stabilizers or premium parts is going to help that, so make sure you have your caster checked. If you're interested in getting yourself an XRF steering kit, head over to American Undercar. I will leave a link below in the description. They sell XRF kits for steering, they sell ball joints, they sell track bars. Head over to their website and check them out. The one thing I will mention is that you definitely do not need to have a dual steering stabilizer setup if you have your caster and your steering linkage dialed in. So as long as you don't have slop in your joints and you don't mind a little bit of steering wheel feedback when you hit bumps, or if you're not doing any off-roading, you don't need to spend the money to do a dual stabilizer setup. I know plenty of people who just don't even run a stabilizer. I think that kind of gets to be personal preference. It is good to have some level of damping, and I find that it actually reduces my driving fatigue. You know, if I'm in the car for 12 hours a day, the steering wheel bumping around for that long on highways, especially in the Midwest where their highways are hot garbage, gets really tiring and really annoying after a while. So, you know, for what it's worth, I like having two. You don't have to have two, but the thing you do need to have is tight steering joints and the correct caster on your pickup truck to make sure it's steering correctly. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and check out this video of me off-roading the truck if you haven't yet. I took it to an off-road park and thrashed it, and it did really well. That'll be all for today. Thank you very much for being here. Cheers.